Hi everybody, today I want to talk to you about some of the basic features of your new Dell 2-in-1 device. Just a couple things as we do a little bit of a walkthrough of the device. You have your digital inking pen here. You've got a front-facing camera. This is your kickstand. Looking over on the end here. You have two USB-C ports and one USB port. This is also the volume, an exterior volume button, and then a headphone jack. So we look across the top of the device now. We have on this end the power button. So this is a feature that you can go into the settings and change what this does. I currently have mine set to not shut down when I press this button because I found that when I'm in tablet mode, sometimes I would grab that. And so you can change what it does in settings. On the bottom of the device, there's these two kind of rubberized knobs, but they're actually buttons. So if you firmly hold the device and press down, it will deploy the kickstand in the back. I'll show that to you. If I push down, the kickstand comes out. The kickstand is also adjustable, so you can lay it back depending on whatever it is you're doing. The keyboard folds down. Sometimes I have it laid back a little bit more when I'm using the inking tool. If I'm using it more as a laptop, I would have it more in that traditional position. Your 2-in-1 device comes with a keyboard that is detachable in case you want to move into tablet mode. So you can just pull those apart. They're magnetic. And then you can use this as a tablet to move around the room. When you're ready to reconnect the keyboard, it is magnetic, as I said, and you just get it kind of close and it will attach. The keyboard also has two basically settings for typing. Right now it's kind of in the flat mode here, and then you can lift it up. It also has a magnetic connection to give it a little bit of an incline. So again, flat mode, typically used for typing on at a desk or table. And this one, if you're brave enough to try this as a laptop, this might work a little bit better for you. Okay, now we're going to talk about the actual inking tool and some of the applications you can use it in. One quick way to get to the inking apps is to press this button that's on the top of the pen. So I'm going to click it once, and up pops these different apps. There's 3 of them. So sticky notes is an option. And basically you're given a sticky note or a post-it note, and you can write on here. You can change, you have some options. You can change colors. If you want more notes, you can add them. And you can also leave these notes on your desktop so they can actually be kind of reminders. So if I close the program, the notes stick around. If I wanted to delete the note, I can hit the garbage can and it gives me a prompt here. I can either keep it or delete it. I'm going to delete and do the same with this other note. Again, the way you get those apps to show up, click the pen. Here they come again. Below sticky notes is Sketchpad, and this is a more robust note-taking area. Really, you could do a lot here. I could see lots of different math lessons occurring in this space, but you essentially have some different styles of pens. You got some colors. This slider will change the size of the thickness of the line, and so if you want a thicker line, you go to the right, skinnier to the left. Let's try it out. Sort of a marker. This is more like a colored pencil. Same idea, you have some different colors, you can change the thickness. Okay. Highlighter. Highlighter has less choices in color. You can do the same thing and change the sizes. The highlighter will go over the top of text. So what you've originally written is still there, but you can highlight different things, and that can be a handy tool. We have an eraser with a variety of sizes. You could erase the all ink, which I'll do right now. Erase all ink, everything goes away. There are some tools in here that might help with instruction. You have a ruler, and now I'm going to use my hands to manipulate this, but you could use this for measurement. Again, as I change the angle of this, you can see the degrees change. The other tool listed here is a protractor. So you can kind of resize things as needed, move them around the screen. So if you had an angle here, you could bring this tool in. Maybe a highlighter is not the best choice, but you could use that to take some measurements. This feature is if you didn't have a pen and just wanted to use your finger. You have the undo, redo. You can crop, delete, save, copy, share. I'm going to close this. Click my pen one time. And the last thing I want to show you is the screen sketch. So this is very much like the last one, same tools in fact, but what's cool about this is that it takes what's on your screen and allows you to annotate over the top of it. So it's like a clear transparency over the screen. I'm going to close this real quick. Let's open up a website. And the way you can do a quick launch to the screen sketch is actually to hit this button twice. So I'm going to hit it twice. And up comes the screen sketch. So now I have my website here, and I can take the tools and use them on top of the image here. So if I wanted to point out the teaching and learning side, I could circle that. I could ask you to highlight the My Apps area. Whoops. I'd like it to be a little wider. So there's lots of different things you can do. You can take notes right on that surface. So imagine, if you're on your Amplify Science webpage or you're working in a CPM math area, lots of different things that you can do using these tools over the top. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is how you can use this pen in some of the different Microsoft Office products. So I have PowerPoint down here. I'm going to bring that up. What's different when you have a pen connected is that you get this secret menu, and when you click on it, you're given some options for how you want to use your pen. So you have some different colors, you can do some editing, you got highlighters, all those sorts of things. The cool thing about this is that you're in a PowerPoint slideshow. So this one happens to be blank, but you could be doing this over an already created slideshow, highlighting important things, asking students to interact with the content. I also see this as valuable, maybe you're teaching a math lesson and you want students to be able to solve some problems. The thing about this is that the workspace that you're on, you can save all of the examples you've created, all of the demos that you've done. Just keep adding slides and then save at the end. You can use this down the line for kids that are absent. You could use it for review. It can be a valuable tool. And think about, it's a PowerPoint slideshow, so any content that you can bring in clip art, you can bring in images, you can bring in all sorts of different things to this area and then interact with it. So keep that in mind. You can also use this tool in Word, and here's a Word document. Same secret menu pops up as it's detected this pen, and so if I click on it, I'm given a very similar menu to that you saw in the PowerPoint view. If I wanted to highlight something on here, I could, as I'm doing. If I wanted to write something, I could do the same. So hopefully this video got you thinking about your inking tool, and hopefully you'll try some things out down the line. There'll be more videos to come, but thanks for watching.